Hey everybody, Knack here, back again for another video. As you see on the title below, this is gonna be a pickup video. And unlike my past few pickup videos, this time I'm deciding to make it in general numerically rather than like a monthly thing. The reason why is I pick up a whole bunch of stuff and I'm unable to show it due to being busy and whatnot. So rather than just make it monthly as I'm saying again, it's gonna be a numerically thing, like pickup video number 20 or pickup video number 100. And calculating all the pickup videos I've had in my playlist, excluding special ones from conventions and Black Friday, this is pickups video number 17. But so let me get started on the video game stuff that I've picked up for the past few months. Starting off, I got a Sega Dreamcast. I used to have one when I was a kid, but unfortunately, like the little shit I was back then, I did not take good care of it, and it just got lost out of nowhere, like moving and whatnot. And I totally regret it. And so far, I found one in the store and picked it up, and I'm really having fun with this from the few games I've played and put hours into. So yeah, Sega Dreamcast. Okay, now on to games. Starting off with Warriors Orochi. I've been in a mood for a Dynasty Warriors game. After Dynasty Warriors 6, I somehow lost that or got misplaced and whatnot. And I found this at a store and picked it up. And I tell you what, Warriors Orochi really helped me with my Dynasty Warriors kick. This is like a Samurai Warriors cross Dynasty Warriors type of game in which you play as 3 warriors and just mow through rows of people. For the most part, this is just a really great Dynasty Warriors game. And yeah, can't really say much more other than it's helping me with my fix for games like this. Next game I got is a 3DS game, and that's BlazBlue Continuum Shift 2. Now, I haven't played this yet, unfortunately, but my brother decided to get this because he's been big into anime recently and tried out the BlazBlue anime, and he got this and whatnot. In terms of the game, it seems like standard BlazBlue, so I can't really say much more about it. But considering I like BlazBlue, there's a chance that I might like this game. That's all I can say. Oh yeah, and if I start pausing and whatnot, sorry, I'm just winging it off the top of my head. Okay, the next few things and games I want to show are a couple of Dreamcast games. The first one is Space Channel 5. Found this for a good price on Amazon, and I unfortunately only put a few minutes into this game. But from those few minutes, I know for a fact that I like it because it's like a rhythm-based game. What's it called? Parappa the Rapper. Or those rhythm-based stage, like Ruby from Sly Cooper. It's kind of like this. And for the most part, I really enjoy it. And I like the character and how unique she is. So yeah, Space Channel 5. It's a pretty decent or good rhythm-based game that I've put only a few minutes into. Next game I got is Hoyden Brothers, Episode 1. Just like the rest of these games, I unfortunately only put a few minutes into this game, but for the most part, it was a pretty damn unique experience, because this is kind of like a point and click adventure mixed with a puzzle game, and that's pretty unique. Also, I really enjoyed the character's uniqueness for the most part from that like tutorial I played. And yeah, that's all I can say. Unique game, and I think I'll enjoy it once I get into it more. Next game is Expendable. The closest thing I could think of comparing this to is Cannon Spike. And I really like Cannon Spike, and this game for the most part is just a really fun run and gun game. Yeah, just like the rest of the Dreamcast games, I unfortunately put only a few hours into it for a few minutes, but for the most part, I really enjoyed it. And once I finish the rest of the games that I'm currently playing right now, I'll definitely get into more into this. And the last Dreamcast game I got is something I showed in a previous vid, and that's Soulcalibur 1. I got this from a great YouTuber named Vinny Blacklodge. Check out his channel down below. And in terms of the game, I played this in the arcades and I really enjoy it. I'm a huge fan of the Soul series. But for some reason, it's not your fault, Mr. Vinny Blacklodge, but for some reason, my Dreamcast cannot play this game. I don't know what is it. I think it's because it's too old. It's not the game's fault because I checked the back and it looks like it was in pretty good condition. My Dreamcast must be being a piece of shit right now when it comes to this game. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to return this, maybe get another game. And if I ever see this game in the wild, I hope to God that time it will work. But yeah, Soulcalibur. Okay, the next few games I'm going to show that I've recently got are a couple of PS1 games I snagged up at one of my local video game stores. Starting off, the first game is Guilty Gear, the first one. I of course got this game because I'm a Guilty Gear fan, and of course I love this name right here. But in terms of the game, for some reason I cannot get into it. Maybe it's too slow, maybe it's because I suck, or maybe it's just because the PlayStation doesn't do 2D fighting games right, but this kinda left a bad taste in my mouth. It's not extremely horrible, however, because this of course was one of Arc System's first fighting games, and for the most part, I could understand why it has problems and whatnot. But yeah, but that doesn't mean I hate the Guilty Gear games. As I said again, I'm a huge fan of Guilty Gear, and I can't wait for Guilty Gear XRD. So yeah, Guilty Gear. Next game I got is Trap Gunner. The closest thing I could think of when comparing this or talking about it is that this plays a bit like Bomberman, but a bit more action-y, and it has anime characters in it. Yeah, that's the closest thing I could say about this game. If you have any interest in what it's more like, there must be videos on this game. But yeah, I decided to pick this up because of that name right there. Yeah, Trap Gunner. The next game I got is Twisted Metal 4. I remember playing this when I was growing up, and for the most part, Twisted Metal 4 has gotta be my favorite Twisted Metal game of all time. And after putting this in, for the most part, it aged really well. Oh, and in terms of the games I got for the PS1, just like the rest of the games, I unfortunately only put a few minutes into it because I'm way too busy with other stuff, like games in school and anime and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part, there's really nothing to talk about when in terms of gameplay for Twisted Metal, because most people have played Twisted Metal, and of course, as I'm saying again, this has aged really well. That's why it's like my favorite Twisted Metal game. And the last of the PS1 games I got from that local store is Tekken 3. Tekken 3 has gotta be my favorite Tekken game of all time. I mean, like, this game was my childhood, or like a part of it. And I tell you what, I can't really say much more other than it's an amazing game. I really like the characters. The graphics were pretty beautiful for its time. I really like the modes and stages and gameplay. And of course that music. That music is freaking awesome. That's all I have to say about Tekken 3. One of my favorite fighting games of all time, and my favorite Tekken game of all time. I mean, there's a reason why this game is like scores pretty high on like Metacritic or game rankings. It's that good. And the last few things I want to show are not video games, but rather than anime. And usually I would show anime on my second channel, Knack Anime. If you haven't subscribed to it yet and you're a fan of anime, check it out. But anyway, I really love this game so much that I had to show you the anime based off it. And that's, I finally got, for a good deal, Persona 4 the animation, parts 1 and parts 2. Now, I've played the game of course, and I've watched a whole bunch of the anime. And for the most part, this is a really great adaptation. Like, I just love everything about this, from the animation, to the character of Yu Narukami, to how like the characters are incorporated into like the separate social links. Like for instance, in the Strength Arcana, for those who've played the game, like the characters help play basketball and whatnot, and like the job social links in which the main character has to take over jobs or like do jobs for whatnot. The other main characters in the party are like curious to see what is going on with him. I just really love that part of the game, how they're like associated into it. And for the most part, despite like the battles going really fast, for the most part they're really nice to watch. But anyway, as a fan of the games, I would really recommend you check out the anime. So these were the video game pickups I've obtained in the past few months. Like the first part of it. Like pickup video 18 will soon be uploaded maybe a week or month later. But yeah, this is all I picked up, and I'm really enjoying them. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and until next video,